Today is Tuesday, November 17th. I'm going to walk you through what you are working on today. Of course, feel free to pause this video as you need to so that you can work and then press play to resume. So the first thing you're doing today is your warm-up, which is Tell Your Story Tuesday. So we're going to click on that. And it says, instead of writing over one of the prompts, use the circle maps and story plot map from yesterday to begin writing your prequel or sequel story. You will make a copy of this Google Doc. Be sure to fill in your name, class period, and title where instructed. You will type your story in this Google Doc. So you're going to open this Google Doc, and it asks if you would like to make a copy, so you will hit make a copy. All right, and it will open up this document for you. So you need to do a couple of things. First, you need to come up here to what this document is called, and you need to type in your name and your prequel sequel project. Okay, so whatever your name is, you'll type in up here. You're going to type your name over here. You're going to type in your class period, whichever class period you are in for language arts, and then whatever the title of your story is, you will type right here. So this is the title of your prequel or sequel. So once you've set all of this up, then you can go ahead and begin typing. Remember, we want to make sure that we are typing on the left side. So we'll come up here and hit left align so that we make sure that we are not typing in the middle, but we're typing on the left. So that's what you're doing for your warm-up, is getting this Google Doc all set up. Next, you will move on to number 2, study. It says review exposition and conflict expectations. So this is taken directly from the prequel sequel project information. So today you will be typing your exposition and conflict inciting incident. So you need to make sure that you include all of these things in what you are typing today. Make sure that you introduce main characters. You describe the setting. Will the reader get an understanding of why the setting is important? They should. You should be able to explain in a way to where they understand that the setting is important. You should be describing what is the current situation and climate. Make sure your reader understands what's happening with your characters and their setting when the story begins. So that is your exposition. You also need to type your conflict/inciting incident. So you need to include an inciting incident, and you need to ask yourself, will the reader be able to identify the moment in your story where the problem or struggle is first introduced? They should be able to. And then, do you have a protagonist? You should have a protagonist. What type of conflict is he or she having in the story? Can the reader understand that this conflict is taking place? You should also let us know who or what is the antagonist. So all of these things need to be in your exposition and conflict for today. This is due tonight at 11:59 p.m. and we will be moving on tomorrow. So you need to make sure that you get that done. So you'll go to number 3, create. And it says type exposition/inciting incident/conflict. And this is a few reminders for you as you are typing your story today. So you, remember, are typing your story in the Google Doc from today's warm-up. You are expected to finish typing your exposition, inciting incident, and conflict today. This is big. You need to type your exposition in red, and you're going to type the conflict and inciting incident in orange. You should be using your circle maps and plot map to help you. Okay, we use those to brainstorm and come up with ideas, so you should be using those to help you write your story. Remember, at no point should you be writing the words my exposition is or my conflict is. Remember, you are telling a story. That story should seamlessly incorporate all requirements without you saying something like my exposition is or my conflict is or my protagonist is. We are not going to do that. Okay, and you will submit your exposition, inciting incident, conflict today as a PDF. So that is what you're working on, is typing your exposition, inciting incident, conflict. And then number 4, share, is where you are going to submit your draft of your exposition, inciting incident, conflict. So it says submit what you completed during class on Tuesday. And this is really, really important. You need to submit as a PDF, not a link. If you submit the link to your Google Doc, you will not receive credit. So do not submit a Google link. Submit a PDF. Okay? Again, you will not get credit if you submit a link. you need to submit as a PDF. This is your checklist again if you want to double check before you submit. But again, this is due today. We are moving on tomorrow. So you need to get this done today. All right, so that is what you're doing today, Tuesday, November 17th. If you get done with all of this, you can read a book. You can move on to typing your climax. But that is all for today. Bye, guys.